Evening all. Hello. Evening all. What's going on? Rubber advocates in the building. What's going on, everyone? Yeah, we're here Sunday night again, on time, 3 minutes after actually. Anyway, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? We've got a nice debate today. We're going to talk about polygamy. And do we have the same people here with her? Who's there? Anyone there?
Yo, we sound, boys.
What's happening?
There, man, there.
All good, man.
You man had a nice weekend, yeah?
Can't complain. Alright.
Yeah, not too bad still. Yeah, man, quiet, I'm in a bit of work and stuff, but yeah.
It's alright, papers.
Yeah, that's to be done.
How was your weekend, sir?
It's alright, It was a nice weekend, actually.
Good.
Cannot complain.
Good.
So yeah, we're gonna run it different today. We're just gonna talk about polygamy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you guys
sure,
know
man,
what polygamy is about, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fire some questions at you, as I like to do.
Sure,
Do you know what I mean? And just give a little bit of knowledge around the polygamy. So, polygamy is what? It's having more than one partner, yeah? Man or women or man, depending what floats your boat. What else? But it's illegal in the UK. Actually, it's not allowed in the UK. The law prohibits
No, it is. That's right.
marriages.
It's illegal.
Someone who's married already is not allowed to marry another person while their spouse is still alive. Yeah,
That's true. Yep.
just had to make that one. It's a criminal offence. Yeah, marrying someone while already being married is to another person is considered a criminal offence under the Offences Against the Person Act 1861. Bit old, isn't it?
A little bit, innit? Yeah, maybe needs updating now.
You might think so, but I mean, yeah. Anyway, let me just go through a little bit of knowledge first before we start jumping in. Hold on. Text. Text. Yes. We're live.
We are indeed.
Right, where was we? It's what? It's if you had a polygamous marriage, right? Even if legal in a country of origin, another country, right? It's still not be recognised there for immigration purposes in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, they won't grant any visas on that.
Okay, so now.
Yeah, all right. So that's enough. So, what do you think, guys? Polygamy? Would you try it? Anyone of you? Would you try it?
I don't know. Off the bat now, I'd say, but I suppose that's coming from where we are now, innit, and how we've always lived over here. Like you said, where it's illegal over here, it's not common practice. So maybe you could possibly argue the mindset of people in countries where that is legal is a little bit different. You know what I mean? Whereas everybody's always leaning towards sort of just being in sort of a marriage with one person, and then sort of that's it. And then whenever you split up and get divorced, you meet another woman, you know what I mean, or another guy, you know what I mean, wherever your thing is. But personally, for me, no, I don't think so. No, I don't see the appeal. You know what I mean, the appeal to it. Maybe that's the wrong term. You know what I mean?
What did you say? You don't see the appeal to it? Is that what you said?
Yeah, of having like sort of many wives and stuff like that, or you know what I mean. On a personal level, no, I don't see the kind of appeal to it now. But then that's what I'm saying. Maybe because I'm here and I'm brought up in this society here, and that's what we're told. And like you said, even with the Act of Parliament that was passed, when was that? 1862. And that's probably drummed into the mindset of people, you know, like this sort of idea of I don't know, what do they call it when we studied in school? It's like a nuclear family, got to be man, woman, 2 kids, you know what I mean? And that's it. And that's you settling down for life sort of thing. I think it's always been drummed into us over here, I mean, especially in this part of the globe, that you can only have one wife or one partner, you know what I mean? And like you said, it's clearly there because they won't accept it, you know what I mean? It won't grant visas or anything. So I'd say no, like, to a certain point now, but that's only because I think that's what almost, to argue a point, you're almost conditioned to, you know what I mean, to sort of believe that that's the right thing to do, is only have one partner, you know what I mean? Where other people in other cultures live their life and they have many partners, and who's to say they're not happy, you know what I mean?
Would I try it?
Would you try it? Would you try it? You scared of it? What do you think about it?
Maybe if I was in a different country that was accepted, maybe I would try it. Maybe I'd have like one wife for everything. Have one for cooking, one for cleaning, one to have sexual relations with. One, I mean, I have one for everything. Yes.
Just one, yeah.
Yeah, one for everything. So that'll probably come up to about 4 or 5 wives. What?
So
it's what Arthur said. Go on.
So you have one woman just for sex, a one person. You might as well just be with a one woman then. I lie.
Yeah, but that one there can get the luxuries of
No, I don't. What do you mean? What do you mean, sir?
And then you have one that's the chefing it up in the kitchen, or that's the one to cook. I have one to cook. You have one where you can just have sex with, and just she's the cool one, innit? She can have the sex and just get along with life, innit? And you have one that looks after the kids, and then you get, man, one for everything, man. But obviously, it's like what Artie said over here. It's not like we've been brought up not to believe in them things over here, and it's not accepted over here. So it's like over here, no, you just have the one. If I was to get married, just have the one wife and just still with the one wife, and that's it. But if I was in the next country, like I said, where it was accepted, yeah, hell yeah, I'll give it a go.
Well, look, some people have that anyway, don't they? They don't necessarily, all right, they don't get married, but they do, they live that life and have 2 or 3 different women. It's not under the same roof, but they have that lifestyle, don't they? When you're not going to get married, yeah? But doesn't it mean you can still have the partner still, right? I mean, because some people do it though still without getting married, right? Would you not still have it? I'm just saying, in the ideal world, or not ideal world, yeah. It doesn't have to be a reality. So it's a hype question. But would you? You don't have to get married, right? Would you still have several if you could, and if they were okay with it?
Like in a fantasy world, maybe. But you know, I was hearing there. Also, it's illegal, though, isn't it? You can't, if you do get married, you know, it's punishable, isn't it? You can, go behind the door for it.
Yeah, totally. The marriage is, but let's take the marriage away, yeah? Take the marriage away, because, you know, some people still have these relationships without getting married, but they still have many relationships. All right, let's deal with that then, yeah? So what do you think? What do you think about it?
But if I had so much women and they were all cool, if they were all cool with it, then I don't see if they were cool with it, I don't see what the problem would be.
If you've got your harem there, basically, and they're all cool with each other, then
yeah, they're all cool with their position. Then
you're good to go.
Can't complain.
Speaking of harem, we got a question already. We've got
Okay.
a question. Am I interested in what polyamorous relationship? No. I'm not interested. I wouldn't be
What's
interested in that. It's the same thing, isn't it? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that. Polygamous, having many women. Nah, I'm not interested in that. I like one person to have a relationship with. Actually, do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But anyway, what else? Doesn't sound great for women. Encourages competition and jealousy. What do you think about that? Do you think it encourages competition and jealousy? Because it's the same as if the man. Because we always think of it as the man, innit? We always think of the man having it. It's not always the man. Sometimes women want that, right? Sometimes women want to have a couple man over there, couple man over there. You know what I mean? And I don't know. What do you think? What if a woman came up to you guys and said, yeah, I would like this or blah blah blah, and you have to share the woman with blah blah blah. Would that be okay for you guys? Because we're talking one side. What about the other side?
hell no?
Straight hell no.
That couldn't run. That couldn't run.
Yeah, I think there's difficulties in it in the sharing business, in it. I think, you know, especially if they're disclosing it as well. You know what I mean? I know it sounds weird, but if you don't know to a point, you know what I mean, and she just says, "Look, I just want to have some fun with you," and that's it. But she's not disclosing that she has multiple, you know what I mean, relationships, or you know what I mean. Then that maybe won't bother me so much. You know what I mean? But you're disclosing it and say, "Oh, look, I'm doing this and that. Are you up for that?" It's probably not. You know what I mean? As weird as it sounds, like if you don't know sort of thing, then there's no difference anyway. But the point is not knowing for me, rather than knowing. You know what I mean? And then just coming to you saying, "Oh, look, are you interested in this?" But I have sort of this amount of relationships with that many guys or whatever. No, possibly not. No.
No.
No, I don't think so. But it might depend on your state. You know what I mean, on where you are in life as well. Sometimes, if you're honest with yourself, you know what I mean.
No, how do you mean?
Like, kind of what position you are in life. You know what I mean. If you're in a long term, you know what I mean. If you're in a relationship or you're not. If you're not in a relationship and someone comes up to you like that, you'll definitely probably think maybe more yes than no. But then the fact is, like, you know, like Johnny was saying, it's still the sharing thing. And that's not great, you know what I mean?
No, fair enough. All right. All right, let's go into some of this America, innit? Because it's a little bit different in America. What does it say? It's generally illegal in the United States. The legal status of polygamy varies at the state level. Each state has its own laws regarding marriage. Yeah. While it's uniformly prohibited, the specifics of the law can vary by state. Some states have additional. They're okay with it. Sometimes they're not okay with it. Even if not they're legally married to them or what.
Yeah.
Engaging in these marriages or relationship can result in legal consequences, including fines, imprisonment. However, enforcement of these laws can vary. Not all cases result in prosecution. So yeah, America's a little bit different around it. They're okay with that. Seems depending on state.
Yeah.
The practice of polygamy is legal in some certain countries, and it's often related to cultural, religious, or historical reasons.
Yeah.
Countries where polygamy is legal: Middle East, North African countries, predominantly Muslim countries such as Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, they allow the marriages, provide certain conditions, provided certain conditions are met. The Islamic law permits a man to have up to 4 wives under certain circumstances. African countries, it's legal in certain African countries, culturally accepted. Nigeria and South Africa have legal provisions for these marriages, which is fine, right? Isn't it? So if you hold on, what else? Okay, yeah, just saying based on religious stuff. So yeah, if you wanted to do that, guys, can head out to them countries. You know what I mean? No?
Yeah, there's this guy I was reading about. He's got
go for it.
What did he have? He had like 38 wives, and he had like how many children? He said, like I don't know, like 94 children. He was from he was out in. It was from what was his name? I think it's the owner. You know, he was the leader of some place and linked to a church as well. You know what I mean? In India, some thing, and it's crazy.
98 kids.
Yeah, 94 kids and
94
30
kids.
and 38 spouses.
38 wives.
Yeah, he said, well, he's still alive now, 76 now. He's out in India. So yeah, that's just wow. Must be hard at Christmas. Hard at Christmas.
Well, listen, there was another thing actually there he was looking at, because if you're in them relationships, you know, everybody could be working, right? There's more money coming into the house, right?
Yeah, that's
not necessarily bad, is it?
No, not at all. If you do have that family, no, if you have a family like that with that man, I mean, not necessarily not talking about 90 odd, you know what I mean, but a large family and everybody's productive and working and doing their thing, then between your family you can also generate a bit of wealth, you know what I mean, which, like I said, is a plus point of it. You know, but no, in those ones there like that, he's got 94 kids, so if they're all pulling
in the States.
No, this guy's from India. He's from India. Yeah, he's still going, the geezer. I don't know if he's still knocking out children, but won't put it past him. 76 now, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's like a religious thing as well, intertwined, isn't it? You know, because like I said, in certain places, with sort of the religions as well, innit? They're, you know, they're happy to do that. But like I said, if he has done that, and who's to say he wasn't happy, and all them 38 spouses weren't happy? You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. And I mean, look, they still have open relationships here, don't they, in the UK?
Yeah, of course, they have them like all over.
Not legal, so it's kind of like a way around it, innit? Kind of like.
Yeah, and you see the big Hollywood ones as well, obviously. The high-profile ones where they've got all their business that's being aired out in public anyway. And they seem to have plenty of, open relationships, you know what I mean, out there and stuff. So it's like you said, isn't it, Teach? It's in sort of America's legal in some places, but even though it's not, many people still partake in it, you know what I mean? They just don't bother to do the marrying thing.
All right, do you think it's what about like some cultural norms and religious teachings influence attitudes towards polygamy? Do you think that we're influenced towards it or against it?
I think over here we are definitely, in terms of sort of more the religious norm, the sort of whatever Christians sort of, you know, Christianity sort of stuff, in terms of having your, you know, going to church, getting married, staying with your partner, you know, frowning on sort of divorce is frowned upon, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe not as much as it used to be. It's much more common now, you know what I mean? But in terms of in the church, it's still frowned upon. So yeah, people, I think, even if you're not sort of religious, what I was saying earlier on, it's like a little bit of like almost brainwashing to like, you know, this is what you do, innit? You know what I mean? You meet someone, you marry them, and you stay with them for as long as possible, you know what I mean? So I think, yeah, people do follow it. It's enforced, isn't it, by the church and also media and stuff as well, and if you're seen to cheat, you see all them story there, love rat in the paper and all that stuff, you know what I mean?
But see these people that do these relationships, they must stay together, right? Because what they're getting divorced for, they don't need to get divorced. They just pick another one, right?
That's the thing, innit? That's the thing. Or maybe it's just that person that I'm saying, I don't know, they've had enough of, so then they move on. But for argument's sake, you could say maybe if they got involved in a more open relationship from the start, maybe they could still have some form of relationship with their partner they had there, but then again, maybe not, you know what I mean?
What about the do you think it'll be a problem? What about Johnny? Do you think it'll be a problem between the dynamics between the relationships between the women and the children? Do you think there'll be a problem? Say like what you said. See like what you said, where you said, all right, one woman's gonna cook, yeah. One's gonna have sex. What if they wanted to have sex? What if the cook wanted to have sex?
Oh, so you're talking about that now, where like jealousy would come into it.
Yeah, what if the cook wanted sex and she said, "Nah, man, I'm done with the cooking. I want some sex." And you're saying, "Nah, I got this one for sex here." Yeah.
And then she might
put a spanner in the works and say, "Yo, listen, we need to cut from this man and go check man like Artie or something." I don't know.
Yeah, I go check there for. Nah, it's real still, but that's a difficult one still, because that would lead to certain discrepancies and certain things in it. So, and it would be a thing like you wouldn't be able to. Well, in my thing, like you wouldn't be able to bend the rules in it, because once you hit me, if you were to mix and blend and them thing, they couldn't work in it. So you just have to end up get rid and just divorce you in it, and just say like, you know what, you have to go in it. I can't give you what you want in it. I thought you agreed to something. You were just gonna be the cook in it. You're marrying me. I'm financially supporting you, but you're just the cook. That's it. But when you really and truly think about it, I don't think it could work like that still, because that's just foolishness. Because like what you just said, innit? She wants to get the D in it, and it's like you're telling her no, so she's got to go look elsewhere for the thing in it. So
you're gonna have to make some kind of rota where you're where you're putting them in and say, yeah, all right, your turn. Yeah, you have to allow cooking. You cook every day except for Wednesday. Wednesday's your day. Come and check, you know. Go upstairs, you know.
So you're saying you have one for Monday, one for Tuesday, one for Wednesday.
Just rotate all the things, no?
And then weekend, everyone just chill. You get it? It's a chill out there on the weekend. But maybe that could work. Maybe the rotation thing. You get me? Mm-mm. Maybe that could work.
Yeah. All right. So do you think it's driven by men, or does the gender equality, does it play a role in this thing? What do you think, guys? Do you think there's a... Because I mean, more time when we see that, we always see it the man, innit? We see it the man running. The man running. What if you was... Yeah, I don't know. What if there was like a bunch of women, about 6 women come up to you one time and said, listen, right, we choose you. We're going to choose you, yeah, one of you two guys, yeah. We're going to choose you. And we're 6 women, and would you take that?
Me personally, I think there's a bug going on, bro. I'd be like, where the fuck are the cameras, bro? Because That does just sound like some game show thing, but if everything was legit and this, I don't. I'd be asking more questions than giving them an answer. You get it? I'd be like, yo, what is you lot steal? Because that just sounds bugged, bro. That don't sound bugged still.
What about you? Okay, you'll be skeptical, even
It's
if it wasn't.
interesting, but it's like you said.
Sorry.
Thing,
Sorry. Hold on. You sound skeptical, Johnny. Even though it might be it's legit thing. If it's a legit thing, you still be skeptical. Yeah, is that what you're saying, sir? Sorry.
Yeah, I'd still be skeptical, bro. But like, just for 6 women just to come up to you and say, yeah, we're choosing you. Like, bro, that's a bit mad still, bro. Yeah, I'll be skeptical still.
All right, but let's just say it was legitimate, though. Yeah, let's say it was legitimate. Would you not? Would you say they kept coming up to you, the same 6, and they were actually serious? They got a contract in front of you. You know what I mean? You're gonna be sitting in the yard. Let me.
And they're cool with those terms.
Let me paint the scenario for you. They're gonna bring you a contract, and you're gonna sit down in the yard. You're just gonna service them. You see, like how you said, one's gonna cook, one's gonna do this, one's gonna do that. You're just gonna sit in the yard. They're gonna work, yeah. They're gonna go to work. You sit down in the yard, look after the youth, them, cook the food, and supply all the services, my friend. Would you accept that? Would you sign on the dotted line?
Bro, if it was honestly legit, then yeah.
Yeah.
If it was honestly legit and
legit,
everything,
100%, old chap.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool. Artie.
I think I wouldn't have a problem with it at all. It's just maybe you might be taken aback by it at first because it might be, like you said, 6. I mean, you might have to double check, but no, if it was all legit and if that's the service that was there and that's what they were saying and it was real, then yeah, why not? I wouldn't have an issue with that, you know what I mean? But yeah, just the thing of it on a sort of like it's kind of talking about like a role reversal thing where you wouldn't think it'd come at you like that, like 6 women. But I think if that's how it was and they were there and it was the right thing, yeah, and it was legit, yeah, 100%. Because if it was reversed, you know what I mean, it'll be the same difference. I say, yeah, no, why not?
Yeah, totally. And go on, Johnny. What you saying?
It's funny still because if there's any women in the chat and the role reversal thing, and 1 woman and 6 men went up to the 1 woman and just went, "We choose you." Like, what would if there's any woman in the it's like, please answer. What would they do if they had 6 men? And the 1 man said, "Yeah, cook for you." 1 man said, "I'll clean." 1 man said,
Come on, chat group. Let's get it going. Is there anything anyone want to say? Anyone say? Oh, we got 1 already. 1 said they'll totally go for 6 men. There you go. We're not going to mention any names who that was, but you down there over there, not really. 1 for cooking, 1 for DIY, 1 for massages. Yeah, there you go. That's coming from a woman, that is. Anyone else? Go on.
But don't you find it mad now? Look, you put the proposition to me and said, all right, you can have 6 women now, but you have the rotation thing, yeah? But from a man's point of view, you're having women on a rotation. It doesn't seem that bad. But if a woman was to say she had 6 men and she's having them all on rotation, that sounds a bit weird, isn't it? Like,
yeah, how so, old chap? Elaborate.
I don't know. It just sounds like different. I don't know because it's just coming from a man's point of view. But if a woman says that she's got 6 husbands and she's got them on rotation, like, to me, I don't know. To me, it just sounds a bit sketchy. But maybe because I'm, like I said, I'm talking from a man's point of view, in it, but it just sounds a bit. I mean, it sounds a bit. How can I say it in a? It just sounds a bit whorish, really. Like,
There you
but,
go. There you go.
know,
Come on, man. Don't hide. Don't hide, man. Bring it out, bro.
it sounds whorish, bruv. Like, but maybe a woman looking at a man doing that, but they think hey, you're a bit doggy. Like, that's a dog. You're a dog, innit? But to me, it's just.
No. Fair enough. What about the women in the chat? Do the women think the same? The man's just doing it. What? Do you think the women are doing it? Is it one-sided? Are we looking at it? Double standards, yeah? What's good for us? Yeah, oh, there you go. Okay for men, but not okay for women, yeah. That's what we got one comment there already. Go on.
It's like what you said earlier as well, teacher. It's like we in the public eye or whatever on the news or in the papers or whatever, we always see it from the man's point of view, like the man got all these wives. But I don't think I've legitimately heard of a woman having more than one husband. I don't think I've ever heard of it. In that instance, unless it's like, all right, unless it's a thing like, it's like a thing where it's like one of the things that she's got a husband already and then she's gone and got married again, but not like had like two husbands under one roof and been like, yeah, you're both my husbands, boom.
Yeah, no. I mean, as much as you know what, yeah. We don't really see it. We don't really see it too much, and you're right. Is it out there? Could be. It could be, right? It could be out there, but I don't. Yeah, it's one of them strange ones. It'll be a strange. No, I mean it's not. I mean in the in the thingy of fairness, in the double standards thing, yeah. Or maybe it's like I'm trying to jump around. 'Cause I can't even see what the dynamics would look like, and what kind of guys will be sitting there and holding something like that.
That's what I was thinking, because I'm thinking if I'm one of them, say if I'm in the opposite thing now, say if I'm one of the 6 husbands and there's one woman, but I haven't had the allocation to sleep with the woman, and the woman's getting digged out, like, and you're not one of the ones that's been chosen, like, how could you actually just stay around and just put up with that shit, like, bro? That's mad.
I mean, what I was hearing is actually the term is polyandry, so it's the marriage of a woman to two or more men at the same time, and it does happen around the world. It's quite rare, to be honest with you. Like you said, there is a general consensus or general understanding that it's more men who have multiple wives. You know what I mean? But no, it does happen still. I was just reading a little bit about it earlier on. And yeah, it's called polyandry. So that's when a wife who marries like 2 dudes at the same time, you know what I mean? Or more. But yeah, it's 2 or more at the same time. So yeah, they must be happy with the sharing there, isn't it? So
yeah, no, totally. And there's I put a link in the chat there as well. There's a link in the chat which is actually some kind of, there's a woman's doing exactly the same thing as someone on a YouTube link. So if you're doubtful, they're out there. Definitely, they're out there. You know what I mean? Definitely out there.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's see if we can get some any more questions on that.
Yeah, so what I was reading, they were saying that in
go for it.
Sort of Tibet and Nepal, that's where they have a lot of cases of polyandry out there.
Tibet and Nepal, what, the women sharing the the women in charge, we'll say. Yeah,
in places like Tibet and Nepal, it's more common there. So they have that out there a lot more. It's still again rare, you know what I mean? But it's happening it's like certain environments and certain cultures where it's really happening. and others nowhere near as much. You know what I mean, if any. But then, sort of going back to like you were saying before, in terms of the legal and illegal thing, it's still happening anywhere. You know what I mean, and everywhere anyway. To a point, it's just whether or not it's legal or illegal where you are. You know what I mean. And that's it, really. It's just wherever you are, if it's legal or illegal. Because I'm sure if it was legal over here, there would be. It sounds a bit silly, but a lot more people signing up to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was just checking the chat. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
You know what I mean? If it was legal here, I think people's attitudes, maybe even their beliefs, would change, and people would engage a lot more in it. I'm saying people would still do what they want to do in it, what they're comfortable with in doing, but it's that part of it that it's illegal that people won't officially do it, but there's still a lot of unofficial
Do you think
stuff happening.
Do you think it would reduce cheating, guys?
Maybe, that's a good point, yeah. I don't see why not. It's a good argument, isn't it?
And a form of cheating. Because if you think about it, yeah, you said that man, the Indian guy, you said he had how many wives?
I think it had 30, 39, was it?
30-something wives?
Yeah.
30, you might have that in your lifetime, 30-something encounters with women. Do you know what I mean?
This is true, yeah.
That might 100%. Be just the whole of your life. And what more do you need than that? At least he's actually staying with them.
Exactly.
For good or bad, I don't know. Depends on how you look at it.
He's got his 94 kids, so he's cool with that. But no, that is a valid point, because then maybe when people who were in any form of relationship, I mean more long-term ones, and they got disgruntled, if they were with another partner, they had the sort of other partners, you never know, it might bring down sort of the amount of cheating. Maybe. Who knows? Because we got
in that prostitution though, ain't that prostitution's job to bring down the cheating, innit? That's what I thought. I don't know. What do you guys think? No? No comment, guys. No. Too soon.
Yeah, a bit early.
They're not accepting money for it, are they? They're just. So what are we calling them? Free prostitutes? What's going on?
No, they are actually. You're giving them a lifestyle. It's like you're housing that person in their yard. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a prostitute, yeah, because it's an agreement, obviously, isn't it? And they're obviously not doing that with nobody else. Go on.
They're only going to be they're with you because they know you can financially support them. So they're willing to put. In a way, it kind of is that, in a way, because
it's almost like dating a high class escort.
No, but still, you got to pay for that high class, isn't it? The fact that you say high class, you got to pay for that, isn't it?
Paying again.
Yeah, you're not paying. Yeah, you're slyly kind of paying by giving them a lifestyle. Yeah.
Yes. It's like you know what I mean? It's like sort of
subsidiary.
You like subsidise, you know what I mean? It's like scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, quite literally. So yeah, it is what it is in terms of that. But I suppose if there's an understanding and people are happy, I suppose that's the thing, and if you're happy within yourself and you're doing that, then it's cool, you know what I mean? And like you said, if the people around you are happy and they're involved in that with you, then it's cool. Like the guy in India, that's the most extreme sort of example of it. But if you found out that he was really happy doing that with that level of partners and, you know what I mean, and that amount of kids, then it just shows you it can work. But I think you have to be a certain type of individual, you know what I mean?
Yeah, all right. What about this comment? We got a comment from the unknown again.
Oh, yeah.
Prostitution is about living out fantasies you can't do at home. We'll take that part first. Do you think that is? Do you think that is, guys?
Say that again.
Prostitution about living out fantasies you can't do at home. In a nutshell, quick one.
No, I don't think so. No.
Johnny, what do you think about that?
It's not, because you've got some people that are just strung up on drugs. So that's not.
What you say? What we're talking about? The person who's going to go and visit the prostitute, yeah?
Yeah.
Are they going there because they want some kind of fantasy they can't get at home? Do you think that?
Nah, maybe this.
Maybe that a mad high sex drive, isn't it?
Could be, and whoever's at home ain't putting out. Do you know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know, for whatever reason, whatever. We're not going to go into that, but that's an option, definitely. Is it a fantasy thing? I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, might be some people's fantasy. You could argue that, couldn't you? It could be some people's fantasy to go and see a prostitute.
Totally. They want that.
Maybe some, yeah.
Go on. Sorry, go on.
No, maybe some just, that's my sort of point, is that maybe some just go and have a really high sex drive, or they're not getting enough sex indoors for whatever reason, possibly. I don't know whether it's, you know what I mean? But I think there's many more reasons to it just be people getting their fantasy played out. But yeah, maybe for some it is, definitely.
All right. What about an open relationship is about being bored and getting better sex elsewhere, and hopefully inspiring the person at home to do better. What do you think about that? From the unknown again is firing a lot of questions there. What do you think about that? Open relationship?
Level, no. I mean, open. So basically, what they're saying is that you're in a long-term relationship and you're not having enough sex, so you're going to seek that outside and then try to bring that back in there. If it's not happening internally, then you might as well just seek it outside and just leave. I'm not just saying kind of flippantly leave, but kind of maybe move on in life, because you're seeking something externally that you're not getting it from within, you know what I mean? And I don't know if that's going to enhance what you have as your relationship anyway, which you're clearly lacking anyway, you know what I mean?
What do you think about that, Johnny? Do you think that's what some people do when going to have an open relationship? Is it because they're bored and want to get some better sex elsewhere?
But it's just like what Auntie just said. If you're not getting what you want within that relationship, let's go look elsewhere. What is the point of the open? Like, to me, the open relationship, that's just a grey area, that open relationship thing, because I couldn't do it personally myself, being an open relationship. I couldn't do it, innit? Because, just couldn't. One, I'm a jealous person anyway. And for two, just knowing that the person that you're with, they're out doing what it's different still, man.
Is it like maybe you meet somebody and you like that person, and maybe the sex just don't work with that person, but then you like everything else about them, your vibe, you both got good conversation and everything else, but just the sex is just boring. No, wouldn't that make you, Johnny, first? What do you think?
I've met someone like that in the past, years ago, yeah.
What?
And they were everything was going for them, but the sex was just dead, innit? It was just boring, and I just had to I just cut them off, innit? I was just like, you know what? I was just honest with them. I was like, you're a nice person and all that, but this ain't gonna work, innit? Because to me, to me, that's one of the fundamentals. You gotta be good in the bedroom department. Get me. You gotta I ain't got this time trying to coaching you certain things. That it's either you got it or you don't. And one time, this woman, she was just, like I said, everything else was going for her, but that she was just like, she just didn't have it in the bedroom department, innit? She was just boring, and so yeah, I couldn't. So me personally, I'll just be honest and say this ain't working, innit? I wouldn't go out and just be in some open thing. I'll just be like, yo, this ain't working for me, innit?
Johnny.
You just asked.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry. Excuse me.
No, blessings, man. Yeah, it's a tough one, man, because like you said, if you've got so many factors that are working really productively within that relationship, which is kind of the base of where you want to go forward with someone, you know what I mean? But then also on the flip side of that, if sort of what's happening in the bedroom is really poor and it never improves, then arguably in time you might gravitate away from that. As mad as that sounds, because, you know, but that is an important part of any relationship, you know what I mean? And if nothing good is happening in that part of it, and over a consistent period of time as well, you know what I mean? If it's, you know, it would be difficult to still carry on kind of within that, even though, like you said, teacher, there's a lot of other really good aspects kind of within that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you might have kids. You might be financially tied to that person. You might be good friends, you know, and just that one little thing don't work. You might want to try salvage that, right? You might want to try salvage that. Go on, sir.
No, I'm saying it's very, like you said, it's very hard to make that judgment, isn't it? And that comes down to someone as an individual in it, of what you want in life and where you want to be. And again, like you touched upon there, depends on your social circumstances. If you have children that are involved, that always muddies the water. You know what I mean? And other circumstances attached as well. So that's really difficult. That's a really tough call to make, because then you could flip it and say, "Oh, I'll be with someone that's really good in the bedroom, but there's nothing else there." You know what I mean? You can't hold no conversation, can't do nothing with, you know what I mean? Can you get in a relationship with someone like that, you know what I mean, for a long time?
Would you say?
Arguably, no.
Yeah, what do you say to that, Johnny? Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Would you take that, the badass bedroom girl, and then nothing else is there? No brains, no conversation, no ambition. You can take that, Johnny?
Nah, I couldn't think that. But that's what I'm saying. It has to be a mix and blend still, because
I agree.
The way I look at it now, like I would have to question any woman that I'm gonna be with and she's cool with being in an open relationship. I'd have to ask myself, what's right with this woman, innit? Because me personally, if I say to a woman, let's be in an open relationship, that's basically me saying, I don't even want to be with you, but I'll be cool if you're just there on the side, innit? But I don't really want to be with you. So any people there that's in an open relationship, there's something not right. There's something not right with them, because why would you want to be in a scenario with that? That's just basically you not wanting to be with the person. That's a bit strange for me, isn't it? Because no matter how I would think to myself, it wouldn't be all. I mean, knowing you could go and do what you, but at the end of the day, nah, man, that's just you basically saying, I don't want to be with you, but let's just both do our own separate thing. But that's just weird still.
No, fair enough. Yeah, respect the honesty. Respect the honesty, guys. Respect the honesty. What about other people looking at it? We're going back to the polygamy now. How would other people, if you saw somebody that was in a relationship like this, polygamous relationship, how would you look at them? Would you look at them strange, funny, or anything like that? Obviously, we're brought up differently over here, you know. But would you look at it as somebody differently?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, a little bit, I think. But again, yeah, it comes back to the same grounding, isn't it? Of what you've been told or what's been shown to you as what is the norm throughout your life and where you're brought up in. So when I see someone might have, I don't know, 4 wives or 4 husbands, you know what I mean, whatever way, yeah, part of me can't sort of struggles to get my head round the part of the process that you're sharing your partner with 3 other men, you know what I mean, or you know what I mean, and it's just it doesn't. Yeah, that part of it will always think, well, why would they want to do that? For me, yes, it does seem strange. Yeah, that's one part I can't fathom that you've got your partner now, but she's with I don't know John Terry and Phil as well, and hope not, mate. Jesus, you never know. But yeah, no, I'm not. I couldn't see it, man. You know what I mean? I would see him as a bit strange. It's the whole sharing thing, isn't it? It's sharing somebody. No, I don't. Yeah, I can't get my head around it.
Fair enough. Oh, go on.
No, that's it. I was saying, yeah, I really can't get my head around that part of it. The whole sharing part really kind of sticks out at me. You know what I mean?
What about you, Johnny? Would you see somebody, you got a mate that's in that kind of relationship? How would you look at it? Would you look at it anyway?
Yeah, I look at them kind of straight still. No matter how much I was bantering earlier on and saying about, yeah, I'll do the 6 wives and all of that, but I'm not gonna lie, it is a strange thing for me. If I've never experienced it or been around anyone of that sort, but to be a friend with someone and they were indulging in all of that, I would look at them as kind of weird still. I'm not gonna lie. Like, say if one of you lot said to me, yo, I'm right into that, I'd be thinking, boy, it's kind of weird still. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
But still, I'd question it. I'll be asking questions like, what does it do for you? And get me, how does that work for you? And how does that work for all your wives? And what does it consist of? And how does everyone get me? Like, I'll be asking questions about it. But it's like what Artie said, we're culturally over here. It's wrong in it. So let's just it's wrong in it. So yeah, I look at it. But, yeah.
Fair enough. From unknown. If we go back a few years, people looked at gay and lesbian relationships as strange, and now they're viewed as normal. An open relationship is just the next step. Give it 10 years, and it'll be normal. Sharing is caring. Go on.
But I still do look. But me personally, I still do look at those as weird. So it doesn't matter if 50 years can go, and I still look at it as weird. But I get where they're coming from now. It's like it's starting to be more ingrained into society, where it's not one time when I would hear about something like that, I'd be proper disgusted. Now I'm just disgusted in it, but I've dropped the proper now, but I'm just disgusted now in it, because it's how they put it on society, in it. It's like, when I remember we did a show a few months ago where they had the couple where they had their cake store in, I think was it in Ireland or Scotland or somewhere, and the people them come in, two men came in there and said, yeah, we want a cake for you to do a cake for our wedding. And the couple were like, what, are you two like partners? And they're like, yeah, they're getting married. And they were like a Christian or Catholic couple in it, and they're like, we can't support that, so we can't make a cake for your special day or whatever. And then obviously then people made a complaint, took the couple to court, and I think the couple got fined or something because they wouldn't. But to me, I still see it as strange, in it. But it's just, we just have to just let me. I just have to let them just do what they're doing. From they're not bothering me or harming me. But I just think it's wrong how 2 men and 2 women can get married in a church where I've been grown up, and in the Bible it tells me that a man and woman is unjust, innit? It's wrong, innit? So to me, it still is weird. So it's not gonna. I don't think I'll ever get to a stage in life where I think it's normal, innit? But this is what they're trying to put into society, innit? It is normal. That's what they're trying to make us think. But to me, it's bloody weird, bro. Like, I don't, innit? But let me each to their own. But yeah, I can't get down with that. But you know.
No, I hear you, and I respect your honesty, because that's what it's about. You got to be honest, you understand, and say whatever you feel. Here around
That's
the
right.
rebel advocates. Go on, sir. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, sorry. That's like, see, now you started me off.
go on. No. Keep going.
But it's just like, all right. You said if you knew someone that was in one of them relationships with like 6 wives or something, would you be comfortable with it? Yes or no? And I said I'd question it. Like, what does it do for you? Yeah, it's like if I had a so-called friend and they see, that's what I'm saying. But I just put this in circulation, and they said they but that wouldn't. But they just said that they're gonna start.
Come on,
seeing
spit it
men
out, man.
more.
Spit it out, man.
They're gonna start seeing men. Yeah, I'm gonna ask them why. Like, what? Why are you like? What does that do for you? Like, why are you going that direction for it? We've grown up linking women together. You were married to a woman. Now you're telling me you're going with a man. I'll have to question it and be like, yo, what go on? Did something go wrong? Like, what hit me? What go on? Like, but no, I'll have to question it, innit? And if I don't, it's weird. I'm about to say, if I get an answer that I don't think's acceptable, I'm like, you know what? Like, after this, like, yo, me and you can't par no more, innit? Because it's a different scenario now, innit? But it's a techie one. Still, it's a techie one. But yeah, I'm not gonna speak too much on it because it might get a bit it's getting political already.
Listen,
you get it?
Listen. You say whatever you like. You understand? This is about opinions. Yeah, it doesn't. You know, you're speaking for yourself, and it's fine. You understand? Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You ain't going out there killing no one. You understand? You're not doing no bad stuff out there, so it doesn't matter what you say and what you feel and what your opinion is. It's all right. Yeah.
But that's just go on.
It's a safe place here, my friend. You know, you say what you like. You're not gonna get cancelled here. You know what I'm saying? You say what you like. You know, we might not agree with it, but you know, it is what it is. You're here for your opinion, like I am, like Artie is as well. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Because I've always come across like women, and every woman I've come across in my past, they always got this like gay friend, innit? I swear, I don't know if it's just me, but every woman got a gay friend, like, and it's like they try and like make you integrate with them and be like, oh, this is my friend and that. Then when they open their mouth, you're like, yo, is this guy a bit of a get me? And then it's like, I separate myself from that, and they're always like to me, oh, he's cool and all that. Why you always like this and acting this way? I was like, because that's just my opinion, innit? I don't want to be around them, innit? But I don't know, it's a bit weird, and I can't give a suitable reason why I don't want to. I just don't want them around me, innit? Like and that goes for women as well, like lesbians as well. It's not just for man and man, woman and woman. I just don't want them around me like that, innit? And it's just. That's just who I am, innit?
Like the eagle and the hawk, innit? It's the eagle and the hawk, innit?
Yeah.
Remember them tune there?
Yeah, I remember that.
But anyway, all right, fair enough. All right, what do you think about that? Artie, you're a bit quiet over there. What's going on? What do you think about what he just said?
Letting Johnny talk, man. I'm cool, man.
What do you think about what Johnny
talk, man?
What do you think about what Johnny just said, old chap?
What's that about?
His opinion on what he felt. What do you think about that? Not to, what do you just think about it?
No, I'm cool, man. It doesn't bother me, man. It doesn't affect me. I think I just live and let live, man. Whoever you are, kind of whoever you be, just do your thing, man.
All right, Artie. So you were brought up as a what?
I'm atheist. I'm an atheist. I'm not religious.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm an atheist.
Okay.
So yeah, that's just my thing, man. I don't see it in anyone, man. I don't have issues with anyone from any background, whatever your sexual orientation is. I'm a, I mean, I think there's bigger problems in society in the world than that. Than that now. But like I said, everyone's got their own opinions and stuff. But no, mine is different, man. I'm cool. You know what I mean? Like you said, I don't.
Cool.
Like, that's it. I don't really have many gay friends, but it's actually funny what Johnny said about having a woman as a gay friend. I know through even my own partner that they do have a gay friend.
All of them.
They do. They do.
The one, they always have the one.
All right. Listen. Is there anyone is there any women in the chat? Yeah, that's got a gay friend. Yeah, just to get a woman's point of view, to get their point of view. Is there any women in the chat? Feel free to chat and let us know. Do you have a gay friend? And why is it that you have a gay friend? Is it, you heard what everyone else has been saying and, and all that stuff. Why is it that, you have a gay friend and all that stuff? Or is it like what Johnny said? Is it like what Artie said, you just don't care? Or, let's have your opinions. Women, chop. Yeah, no, fair enough. What we got? Listen, you know what? There's more questions, yeah, and we've gone way over an hour already, yeah. So let's just try and round up these questions quick time, yeah. There's a lot more. There's a lot more questions that we had, like they got, people usually assume when they see this they think it's some kind of coercions getting involved in this relationships. When you see in this polygamous relationship, they think someone's being forced into it or something. Do you know what I mean? Which is one of these what they call it? Misconceptions. Yeah, this is the misconceptions. People think they're usually coerced, or this lack of agency, some kind of gender imbalance. Cultural backwardness. Usually they might think there's some of that going on there. Lack of emotional connection. Yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah, that's a decent point.
Yeah, believing that these polygamous marriages lack emotional depth or connection. Maybe it's a good one, right? Or you just, what was this? I was watching a show. There was a show. What's it called? On the old Netflix. What's it called? Easy. And they deal with things like that. It's it's a good show. They deal with stuff like that.
Okay. I'll have to look out for that one.
Look at that. It's quite good series.
Yeah, I'll have a look on that one. Easy, yeah.
Easy.
Isn't it?
Yeah, okay. Illegality, yeah, everywhere. This is people assuming that it's illegal everywhere.
Well, it's not. We know that already anyway, and it's not.
I think everyone thinks it's monolithic motivations. People think that's they're doing it for the same reasons, It's a diverse thing. I will say unstable relationships, going through all these misconceptions. Yeah, that's some good points. Positives. I'm trying to wrap them up quickly. Yeah, support system, like we said before. You have multiple people, multiple spouses, or whatever.
Got my man with the 40 spouses.
There you go. Imagine having all of them working. My man just relaxes, just rake it in, just does the accounting. You know what I'm saying? Put everyone to work and just do the accounting.
Isn't it? Jesus.
Shared responsibilities. Well, you always you'll have a babysitter always. Then, yeah.
Yeah, you won't be fast. Yes, you won't be short.
Household management, financial obligations can be shared, reducing the burden on only one person, which is good. Camaraderie and companionship, yeah.
Mm.
You got like a support system there for whatever, for the setup, in it. You got a support system there. What's this? Economic cooperation, we already said that. Extended family bonds, we just said that.
Yeah.
Cultural and religious fulfillment. Yeah, depends if it applies. Flexibility in family size. Yeah.
Yeah, so there are a few.
There's a few that we just had to breathe through anyway, because we've been what, hour and 8 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Nice one, guys. With that one.
No worries, man.
An
That's
hour
a good
on
one.
there, over an hour on there. AOB.
I don't know, mate. What's been going on? Not much. Not too much. What's been going on in the world? Sport? Anything? Not much.
Sport. Did you see this Harlem thingy? Chris Eubank. He made a funny speech on there the other day. Did you see?
Oh yeah, he done a bit of patois, didn't he? Old Eubank went into patois mode. You know what I mean?
Or Harlem Eubank. So you need to watch that. So I sent you that link, Johnny. Have a butchers of that.
Yeah, John, have a look at that, mate. You'll have a good giggle over. He's back again, Eubank, taking the limelight again, always. He's taking the limelight.
Hey, listen, what's this thing about Everton? What's the Everton thing? Deduction.
Oh yeah, they got deducted 10 points.
That's nuts. You ain't heard of that for a long time. What did they do? They must have done something serious.
I don't know, mate.
Fair play, innit? Something like when you spend so much, you're supposed to be able to make back that. And I can't remember. It's something like that. Their books didn't account in it, so they admitted to it, but they just slapped them with the 10-point deduction. Bad man, it's mad.
Yeah, we'll see if they do it to.
That's nuts, isn't it? Yeah, because they were supposed to do that with City and all them other things, and
we'll see what Chelsea, all these. It's
yeah,
really
they're supposed to do it with all them. Maybe it's just for the poorer clubs.
Because they got more charges, they're both not guilty. Because City and Chelsea are both pleading not guilty. Their thing's gonna take longer to sort out. But where Everton pleaded guilty now, they just looked at the accounts as like, all right, 10-point deduction, which I think's harsh, isn't it? But the way they look at it, like if we lose Everton out of the Premier League, it's not really. They're a big club, isn't it? But they probably think they're not making us money like how Chelsea and Man City are. So they'll probably, don't be surprised if Man City and Chelsea just get a fine and that's it.
Yeah, that's the world we are in with the football now at the moment, isn't it? Money talks and all that nonsense. So yeah, no, but you'll see what happens with the other ones. Maybe because they, like you said, because they pleaded not guilty, they're going to have to wait a little bit, aren't they? But you never know. The penalty might even be harsher. That'll be funny. So watch that space.
Remember what they did to Rangers that time when they dropped them down? What was it, 3 leagues?
Yeah. And well, I mean, Rangers were liquidated basically, weren't they? They had to form again. They were into liquidation. So they had to sort of relaunch themselves as a brand. That was due to some madness.
What, they were in Solidation?
What's that?
They were in Solidation.
Solidation, they were liquidized, mate. But yeah, so they took their time. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that one, innit? I don't know. See what happens. But yeah, nothing much. It's been quite weak, I think, on the sport. I haven't seen much happening. Just had the press conference with old Fury there.
Big Dosser.
Yeah, trying to headbutt him, mate. Trying to headbutt him. So
he's scared, isn't it? He's getting scared, trying to intimidate him. He might lose his belts.
Yeah, he can't scare him though. That's the thing, isn't it? He's not scared by him. So yeah, but that's in February. Then they got them other fights in December coming up. So that'll be interesting news. That Big Baby's fighting Dubois.
That's gonna be a good fight.
Gonna be funny. I know that much to tell you. Gonna be hilarious, that fight. I can tell already. That mad's gonna happen in that. So yeah, they got Not a Bad Bill. That's coming up when end of 23rd, isn't it? 23rd of December.
For Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, that's not too shabby. And the fights will be at decent times because it's out there in Saudi, innit? So anyone that's a boxing fan that watches that, you'll be able to see them at a pretty decent time, probably 10, 11. But yeah, that's been it, really. Not much. Pretty quiet week on the football front as well. All the internationals finishing up now, innit? Let's sit done and dusted now. Get back in the club football next week, innit, boys?
We'll see in it for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shit. It's Liverpool City, innit? Liverpool Man City. That's the one.
Week.
That's the one.
Next week.
Yeah, mate. So enjoy that one. That's an early one. I think that's Saturday, isn't it? Early kickoff.
12:30.
Perfect. Just
All right.
to line that up. Anyway,
Yeah.
nice one, guys. Good one. Good work. Good work. Good work. Good work.
No worries, my man. Thank you.
Good inputs, man. Good honesty. I did like the honesty there and the inputs, old chaps.
No worries, man. All good at any time.
And next week, next week we'll come with
Same
we'll
time,
do a different
same
one.
channel.
We'll do a different one. We'll come with our own subject, but we just thought we'd come with one this week. Yeah, so
sure.
hold tight, guys. Tune in, subscribe, and all that other rubbish.
Yeah,
And we'll
always,
see you
guys.
next time. Yeah.
Yeah, big up, mate. Take it easy, chaps.
Blessings.
Blessings, man.